face.
Subscribe to GAINZ TALKZ YouTube channel.
What a beautiful day. Okay.
What's up, guys? GAINZ James McG here, checking in with another video in my series GAINZ Talks. Alright guys, before I get started, it's come to my attention in my previous videos, especially my previous informational video in my GAINZ Talks series, I've been a little bit too serious, a little bit too bland, if you could say. When really, in real life, that's not like me. I'm a lot more funny and a lot less serious, that's for sure. So I'm going to try and make these videos a bit more enjoyable to watch and not so boring. So yeah, I'm not sure why it's been like that. Maybe it's like the whole YouTube thing, maybe it's making me a bit more serious.
Why so serious?
Anyway guys, today I'm going to be talking to you guys about goals. Not those girls, fitness goals. More specifically guys, I'm going to be talking to you guys about bulking and cutting. If you're looking to transform your physique, one of the two choices that you're going to have to make throughout that journey is going to be bulking or cutting. The point of this video is to talk to you about the importance of choosing a goal and sticking with it, and how it's going to help you to transform your physique in the long run. Unfortunately, these things don't happen overnight. It does take a very long time, weeks and weeks and weeks of consistency and hard work, which turns into months and even years of where you're going to be putting in the hard work and looking back and seeing the results. Now this video might seem quite basic guys, I know that a lot of you probably think about this already, or you say that you already know it, but some of these things can be overlooked when you're going through that fitness journey. You can make a lot of mistakes. I did when I started, which is the reason why I'm making this video, because I wish I had someone to tell me back when I started to stick with a goal. So the reason why it's important to choose a goal and stick to it is because, like I said, nothing happens overnight, so you need to stick it out for a very long period of time for you to see results. You can't chop and change between goals. For example, someone that wants to lose weight, they're going to need to set out a diet plan which they're going to need to stick to consistently lose the weight that they want to lose in a desired amount of time. If they were to start off their diet and 6 weeks in they're doing so well, and then all of a sudden they decide that they want to have a cheat meal, or they give in to their cravings and they have something bad, then that's going to have a reverse effect on where they want to be. So it's going to make it harder for them to achieve their overall goal, and they're going to be taking steps backwards rather than taking steps forwards. That's not to say that they can't obviously have a treat every now and again to keep themselves sane, but what I mean is they need to stick to it consistently overall if they want to see results. The same rule applies to someone that wants to build mass. They need to bulk for a long period of time for them to see results. So as I said earlier, I made this mistake when I was young, and I went through phases where I wanted to put on size. I've always wanted to get bigger, and I've started my bulk. I get a few weeks in, and then I start to see that my abs start to disappear, and I freak out, and then I start a sort of mini cut again, so I get lean again. And that's the biggest mistake I've made, and as I said, I wish someone told me in the past that I should just stick it out and build the mass first, be patient, and then I can cut the weight down and get shredded again, because that is the way that you're going to make results. Overall, you know, if you keep bulking and cutting, it's just a roller coaster effect, and you're really not going to make that many results. It's only recently where I've, you know, got more knowledge and stuff, and I've actually realized that I need to bulk for a consistent period of time without stopping, you know, and cutting back down again for me to see decent results. So yeah, like I said, it's a pretty basic video guys, and like I said, a lot of people probably watching this you already know, but a lot of people overlook this and they don't really think about it that much, and they think more along the lines of the visual appearance of there and now. And you know, sometimes you need to focus on where you are now, but also you need to plan out for the future into where you want to be. So you know, that would mean that you need to stick out a bulk. You know, if you want to put on mass, you need to stick out a bulk for a certain period of time where you're going to get a decent amount of size. And yes, obviously you are going to sacrifice your physique visually. You know, that's not saying like obviously a full-on dirty bulk, because I know there's some people out there that will make themselves absolutely fat, you know, eating McDonald's and stuff. I don't really think that that's the best way to go about it, but I don't have anything against people that do that. But what I'm saying is you need to go through into a calorie surplus. So yes, you are going to put on a bit of excess weight as well as good quality mass. So yeah, so you need to stick it out, and then once you get to a certain size, then you can cut back down. So to give you guys an idea, actually January this month marks a year of which I've been solid bulking. Like no breaks, no like chopping back to cutting or anything like that. I've been solidly eating in a calorie surplus. I've been weighing my foods. I've been consistent with it, and it's the biggest amount of results I've seen so far on my journey. And it just goes to show that it's because I've stuck it out and I've stuck with it, and I haven't, you know, chopped and changed between goals. So yeah, don't be afraid to stick with it for a long period of time, guys. You know, don't be like me, what I've done in the past, and bulk for like 1 or 2 months and then go back to cutting again, then bulking, then cutting. Guys, just stick it out. Like, you know, it's a long journey, and you know, sometimes it can be quite tough. You know, you look at yourself in the mirror, and when you're bulking, obviously you're not going to look as hard, so to speak, because obviously you're getting a bit fluffy, but it's all worth it in the end. You know, when you finally get to cut and you can see all the hard work that you've put into like the last year, it's such a rewarding feeling, and you're going to feel a lot better when you actually see that you've actually put on decent size because you've been patient and consistent and you put in the work and you haven't been chopping and changing. Like I said, guys, same thing for losing weight. You know, people that want to lose weight, they need to be consistent. It doesn't happen, you know, in a month or 2 months. You need to just consistently stick with it. So anyone that's watching this, you know, if you're struggling to put on size or to lose weight, either or, just know that it's something that you need to stick with. You can't just expect it to happen in a month or even 2 months, yeah? So like, just stick it out, remain consistent, and yeah, be patient. Just keep with it. All right, so for my plans this year in 2017, so as I just said, I've been bulking for a year now. I'm at my heaviest I've ever been. I'm sitting at around about 83 kilos at the moment. So I'm really happy. My strength is at an all-time high. I've gotten loads of PBs on my list that I've been aiming to get. I've been achieving them, so I'm very happy. I'm planning to start my cut in probably the middle of February. So it's going to be just a gradual cut. I don't want to rush it because I don't want to lose too much muscle mass and I don't want to lose too much strength. So it's probably going to be a 3-month cut. For me as an ectomorph, it doesn't take much for me to cut, but you know, like I said, extending it out for that longer period of time is going to help ensure that I don't lose too much muscle or strength. So yeah, middle of February, I'm going to start. I'm going to get shredded, and I'm planning to compete this year as well. So yeah, I competed back last year in April, but yeah, I was a little bit too light back then, which is why I went into my bulk. So hopefully this year is going to be a lot different. I'm probably going to compete at Pure Elites, and I'm possibly thinking about doing some men's physique shows. I'm not too sure. I'm going to look at what's coming up. For me, I'm probably going to be competing around middle of the year, so around August time, maybe July, August. Yeah, but like I said, I'm going to see what comes up. So just to let you guys know, it's time to get shredded this year. I'm pumped. I can't wait. So yeah, it's gonna be really good to see, you know, what size I put on. 2017 is the year of the shreds. Alright guys, I hope this video was useful. Like I said, it was quite a basic and quite a short video, but it's just a subject that I wanted to touch on because I know that there's probably a lot of people out there that may be struggling in these areas. So if you did find it useful, please let me know in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, of course, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate each and every one of my subscribers. It really does help me out a lot. I've got more videos coming out for you guys, which hopefully you'll like as well. And remember, keep making those gains. Boom!
And a closing message from the zebra. Don't skip leg day.
Peace.
Choices that you're going to have to make throughout that journey is going to be bulking or cutting. It plays an important role in what's going to... Going to start a bulk, they need to start... The same rule applies for someone that's on the other end of the coin. Ah, you cocker. To build mass as well. If they want to stick... The same rule applies for someone that needs to... fuck off! The same rule applies for someone that wants to keep chopping and changing between their goal. Fuck's sake.